What's good, y'all? It's your boy D, and we here with another episode of Each One Teach One, where we recognize our entrepreneurs and hopefully we gain some insight and some inspiration to become great people ourselves and entrepreneurs. And today we here with Essence, boss, business owner, entrepreneur, mother, and a phenomenal black woman. So let's go ahead and get this interview kicking off.
That was a nice intro.
I appreciate it. Go ahead and tell the people something about yourself.
So my name is Essence. I am the owner of Essential GRILLZ and also the owner of Essential Studios. You know about my studio, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, I own a music studio here in Norfolk, Virginia, and a grill store where we do gold grills, silver grills too. We do teeth whitening and teeth gems.
So how did you get, because your first business is Essential GRILLZ, right?
Yes.
So how did you get into grills?
So I started with the grills because I was an orthodontic assistant for 6 years. So I did braces. I'm a certified dental assistant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I worked in a dentist's office. Like, that was my dream, to be a dental assistant. So when COVID happened last year, so March, my dentist's office closed. Now I already had my business because with the teeth gems, you put those on the same way you put on braces.
Okay.
So I already had my business, but I still was working full time. But then when my dentist's office closed, I'm like, I gotta go full time with my business. So it just went crazy.
So Essential GRILLZ was kind of like a side hustle at first.
Yeah. I never imagined being a business owner. It just was like a little side hustle. But then it got so crazy, I didn't go back to work. So I've been self-employed for a year now.
So how important was it to you to have a side hustle?
Oh, it's important because you can't just live off no 9 to 5 no more.
And I bet you learned that with COVID, huh?
Yeah, 9 to 5 ain't enough. You gotta be doing something else to really like make it.
So when COVID happened and the business shut down, your previous business, were you nervous to like go in by yourself, especially during COVID?
Oh my God!
Because you got to go in people's mouth. So I know you was like.
Well, I wasn't more so scared about getting COVID because I'm used to working in people's mouths. So whether it's COVID or whether they got a cold or what, I'm always put at risk for diseases.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much trained to deal with that. But I was scared about leaving my job and not having like a set paycheck. That's what I was scared about.
So when you went into it on your own, did you have a team, or was it just like, I'm gonna do this by myself, I'm gonna figure it out? Or did you have like a mentor or somebody that helped you?
It was just me. I didn't know anybody doing teeth gems. I didn't know anybody doing whitening. I didn't know anybody doing grills. So I literally had to learn everything by myself, and as time go on, better it until I found what I like.
What was the hardest part?
Finding a plug for my grills.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part. It's like impossible, but nothing's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. I'm glad you said that. I know it had to be hard to find your own plug, as you would say. Because when I found you, it was like nobody black doing.
I still don't know nobody black. I didn't know anyone either.
You in the field all by yourself.
That's what made it harder, like not being able to go to anyone for help.
Right.
Like really, I wanted it and I had to do all the research on my own and find out everything on my own because I didn't know anybody doing what I'm doing. Research
over me search.
Right.
So going back to when you quit, now is that other business back open?
So yeah, it is back open. It's Cool Smiles. I worked at Cool Smiles for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this one right here in Little Creek. So yeah, they are back open, and I just didn't go back when they opened back up.
So do you feel like, because I know you said being an orthodontist assistant was like your dream.
Yes.
That was your dream. Do you feel like this is your passion?
Oh my God, yes.
Because people don't realize there's a difference between a dream and a passion.
Right.
So
I'm definitely, I was passionate about what I was doing in the dentist's office, and this is just an extension of what I was doing.
Right.
So I feel like I'm definitely doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I took what I learned from working in the dentist's office and applied it to my own business.
So how did you get into teeth gems? Did you start doing teeth gems first, or was it white?
Yes, so teeth gems was the very first thing I was doing. You literally use the same exact adhesive for braces that you do for teeth gems. So I was doing them in my living room. And then everybody was coming to my house, so I'm like, okay, I gotta get a spot.
Yeah.
So that's when I had the suite, and then everybody who would get teeth gems would be like, do you do teeth whitening? I'm like, no, I really didn't want to do teeth whitening. I didn't want it to be a big business, but I was thinking so small minded. I didn't think that I could have like my own business. So I'm like, everybody keep asking, so let me just buy a whitening machine. So then it was booming, And then I'm like, I think I would get more exposure if I had a storefront instead of being cooped up in that little suite. So I took a leap of faith and got the store, and it's been successful.
So with you doing teeth gems and teeth whitening, your customers kind of push you to offer more rather than you doing it yourself.
Yes, you're right. I think sometimes people in general, we think so small. We don't think that we can like shoot for the stars.
Exactly.
Especially if we're not seeing other people doing it.
Yeah, if we're not seeing a bigger picture.
I think we think so little of what we can do. And yeah, my customers, they the ones asking, do you have this? Do you do this? Somebody asked me the other day, could I bling out retainers? And I was like, send me a picture of it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it on you. I'm going to try it on you. And then we going to see if it blow up.
Yeah, that's dope.
So yeah.
And then see, I like the fact that you were willing to listen to other people. A lot of people don't want to take, criticism or necessarily try new things. They're like, nah, let me stay right here.
Right.
I'm good when I'm in my little bubble.
Listen,
and you can't
scared
go that
money
way.
don't make no money.
Shit.
So you can't be scared. You got to go for it.
You got to invest in yourself.
Right.
Okay, now what about as far as when you opened this building? Did you still not have did you have a team? By the time you was like, let me open this up and let me expand my dream.
I did everything on my own until I got this store, and then I hired one person, Chanel. So it's just me and her, and over time I'm gonna hire another person. And I try to look at my business as a big business, not a small business. So I can't do it all alone. I gotta have a team. Now I have an accountant. I'm about to get a publicist. I'm about to hire a second person. You need a team for your dream to work. You can't do it all by yourself.
That's right.
You're gonna burn out.
You're gonna burn out.
Right.
You gotta have somebody that's willing.
And I'm burned out, so I need a team.
I know that's right. It's not about vacations and trips now.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now when you started and you did this, how did you market yourself? Because like I told you, I found you on Facebook a long time ago before I was able to get to you. So once you got past the phase where it's like, okay, now I got to do this on my own, how did you market yourself?
This is a great question because a lot of people ask me this. I definitely feel like what sets me apart from any other business is I promote. Whether it's me promoting all day long, whether I get 1 like or 1 share or 50 shares, I'm gonna keep promoting.
That's right.
And not just Facebook, but I really invest the money in promoting. I have a billboard. I'm on the radio. I pay to.
Wait, you on the radio?
Yeah.
I ain't listen. I ain't.
Oh my God,
listen,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
87.7, 102.1. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like I know everything because I don't. I don't listen to the radio, so I ain't.
I don't either that much.
I plug in my
Yes.
phone and get going. Do you get a lot of people from?
A lot.
Really?
A lot. It's a really great investment.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know that. You just taught me something.
I'm on the radio. And I have a billboard, and I promote my posts on Instagram. So when you post something, you know how you can hit promote and you pay for it. So I pay to promote my posts. And I don't just do grills locally. I do grills for people in other states too. So they go on my website, they buy a mold kit, they mold their own teeth, they ship it to me, and we make their grill. So this business is not just local, it is worldwide. So yeah, you gotta like really.
What's the furthest how far have you stretched?
Man, I do a lot of military people. I didn't know that they wear grills, but they do.
You got a life outside of military.
Right, I didn't know that. So a lot of people who are deployed, they get grills. I done sent grills to Dubai. I've sent grills like overseas before, Cali, DC, New York. Everywhere. So
when you send people grills to, further distance, you send them a kit and they kind of like mold themselves and they send it back to you and you send it.
Exactly.
Damn, that's dope.
Yep.
See, that's different. Like I said,
and that's why with my business, like I of course want it to be successful locally, but I know it could be so much bigger than it is because it's not just a local business, it's worldwide.
See, to not see yourself as an entrepreneur, you definitely are an amazing entrepreneur.
Thank you.
You definitely you reached out beyond the normal means. That's amazing. All right. So how often, being that this is I guess you would say a service-based business, how often do you get returning customers?
All the time. So the cool thing about what I do is it's not a one-time thing. When people get teeth whitening, it lasts for a while, but they come back to touch up. So I have frequent people who come get teeth whitened. Teeth gems, they do last. It could last years. So a lot of my returning people, they probably bringing somebody to me, or if their tooth gem came off because they done bit into a crab leg, then they get it replaced. Like, they always come back.
Really?
I had 3 people today that was a returning customer.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it makes me so happy because I'm like, I must have did something right if they want to come back.
Oh, for sure. I'm a returning customer because I'm coming back.
Thank you.
I'm coming back for sure. Now, with the tooth gems, how did you come to learn about them? Because the first time I seen them was overseas. So, and that was like years ago, and I thought people had like real diamonds in their mouth.
Right. Some people do.
Really?
Yeah, so a lot of celebrities, they have real diamonds because diamonds are not flat. They have like a point. So it has to be drilled into their tooth. So of course we don't do that. We do Swarovski crystals, which are flat, and it can be bonded to your teeth. So what made me start doing it, like I said, I did braces for 6 years. So teeth gems are put on the same exact way. The same steps we did at work to put on braces is the same steps to put on the tooth gem.
Now, when you got started, how much did you have to spend out of pocket to get started? And did you save before you just was like, you know what, let me try to do this?
So an amazing thing is it doesn't take a lot of money to do it. So one day I'm like, okay, let me buy the stuff and try it out and see. So I had my friends like come over so I could do their tooth gems. And so yeah, it wasn't expensive. And it's crazy because since it wasn't expensive, I was charging very little in the beginning because I'm like, I'm not paying a lot for the supplies, so I'm not going to charge a lot. But now I realize that the skill that I have, you know, me working in a dentist office, me being a certified dental assistant, I need to charge what I'm worth for my skill. So, yep.
Now, when you got into the grills, was it the same process? Did you kind of like, or did you have to do like gold and diamonds? Did you had to acquire more money like a loan? You just was like same situation?
So I don't make the grills. I have a lab that makes my grills. So all I do is mold their teeth, which we was doing at work because I make retainers as well. So all I do is mold their teeth and then I send it to my lab to be made. So no loans or anything like that. I just bought the supplies to mold people.
Wow, that's amazing. So with your lab, have you had to switch people yet?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. Is it because they messed stuff up? Because dealing with having to rely on somebody else, I know it's kind of like hard, especially when shipping slow down.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
So just to get a little into my business, my first suppliers was in Atlanta, and it's just maybe since it was so far away, you know, it started taking longer than in the beginning because my clientele skyrocketed. So at first, you know, it would be back within a week, but then I'm sending them 20 orders a day, so it was taking longer. Yeah, so I think they were getting overwhelmed with the bulk of orders, so orders would come back messed up or not how we want them. You know, I'm really big on quality, so once I saw that the quality was going down, I'm like, I gotta find another supplier.
Russian?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. They was rushing. But I kept in mind that, you know, business definitely increased. So, you know, you definitely don't want things to be bad just because business increased. You want quality to stay the same. So, I still do business with them on certain orders that I know that they do good, but I definitely found another lab, and my new lab is in Richmond, which is a lot closer, so it's no more shipping. You know, I don't have to wait on shipping anymore. We meet up, and it's good. It's great now.
You caught the perfect plug before COVID.
It's great.
Okay, so
but they getting overwhelmed too.
Oh, I believe it. I see you pumping them out. You pumping them out.
They getting overwhelmed too. So it's not. I never want to burn a bridge. I'm never gonna stop doing business, but I'm learning that having a team, more than one person, is beneficial to my business for sure.
Of course. Now, what about? I'm gonna tell you an experience that I've had with grills. Like I was telling a couple of people just a couple seconds ago. I got some grills that I got from some people in military circle. You know, if you're from Norfolk, you know where that's at.
Y'all know.
I've probably had them for about 4 years now. Of course, you know, teeth shift, they don't fit no more. But I
Right.
picked them up and looked at them, and now they tarnished.
Right.
They and I took them when I went overseas. I asked the guy to melt them down. He was like, "This ain't gold."
Right.
So have you dealt with people either bringing you grills to melt down to
Right.
make some more to try to
Right.
get, you know, price difference, and then you got to tell them like, "Yo, this ain't."
Right, so we definitely do allow people to melt down old grills to get new ones made. You get $8 per tooth discount, which isn't a lot, but it's something.
Right.
But I actually had to get a gold tester because people have brought in things that was not real gold, and I lost money on it because, you know, I'm giving it to my lab for them to melt down, and they like, this ain't real.
Wow.
So yeah, now when people try to melt down old stuff, we have to test it first. We even got a diamond tester now, so everything got to get tested.
Oh, for real?
Right.
Diamond test. I'm gonna have to get some diamonds tested.
And I'm really big on quality. I feel like my name is behind this, my reputation, so I only want to give great service and great things to people. So that's another thing that's hard with suppliers, because you want to make sure that they're giving you what you're expecting to get, not something that ain't gold.
Right.
Right.
Being a black woman and a black business owner, do you feel like it's harder? Like, do you feel like people have like looked down on you, or like don't want to work with you because you're a woman?
I won't say don't want to work with me, but I feel like being black, you get held to such a high standard.
Oh,
You
for
can't
sure.
make no mistakes. You can't forget nothing. You can't make no mistakes, and it's very overwhelming. It makes it very stressful because you try to please everybody and not make no mistakes. And you know, I'm not in here making the grill, so sometimes it might come a day or two after when we expect it, and they get on Facebook and bash you about it, and you know, it's hard. And I feel like, not white businesses, but let's say you go to Wendy's and they forget to take the mayonnaise off, you still gonna go back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get on Facebook and bash them. You're gonna go back.
Yeah.
So I feel like not just my business, but all black businesses, we gotta work 10 times harder to prove to people that our business is just as good as another business. And it sucks, but we've been doing this since the beginning of time. Black people, we done had it hard.
For sure.
We gotta like overcompensate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When somebody's unhappy, we have to like prove ourselves every time, and it makes me mad sometimes, but I know that it's what comes with it, and I'm built for it tough, so I can handle it.
Have you had to turn away customers?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have. You know, I'm pretty sure you done turned away
Yes.
people, but have you ever had to or tried to fight to keep them, and then you just like, you know what, the fight ain't
Well,
worth
let
it?
me tell you the main reason why I have to turn away customers, because they come in here trying to negotiate the price, and this ain't the mall. You know what I'm saying? The price is the price. I tell them the price, and they'll say, "Well, I got 300."
That ain't enough.
That ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really no deals, or, you know, we don't go down on the price, or, you know, the price is the price. So a lot of times people just don't want to hear that. They want to pay what they want to pay. So we just got to tell them, come back when you get the rest of the money. And a lot of times they're not happy about that, but it is what it is, you know. That's one reason. And another reason we got to deny people or tell them we good is because, like, they will hound us about when they grill coming back, or, you know, every day, is it back, is it back, is it back, is it ready, when it's gonna be ready. So it's like, I'd rather just give you a refund,
Yeah, I think when mine was ready, you
so
had
I
to
can
call
protect
me.
my peace.
Yeah, when mine was ready, I think she called me like, "Yo,
Listen,
your grills is here." I forgot.
I had this customer, I'll never forget. She came to get a grill, and like every other day she would call me, and it got to the point where she was like, "You're not communicating," and I'm like, "Well, I told you it takes 7 to 10 business days, so I don't feel like I should reach out to you until after if it ain't here within that time." So then she started calling me off other numbers.
What?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm just gonna give you a refund because
It's too much.
yeah,
You becoming a
you're
headache.
kind of stalking me.
Yeah.
She was like, "You just posted on Instagram, but you didn't answer my text."
It'll get here when it get here.
Right. It
And
can be
that's-
very stressful, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
I think, and that's when I wanted to start a service-based business. That was the reason I didn't, because
Yeah.
it's gonna sound mean, but I don't like people.
Man.
I always feel for people who like have to deal with people,
Mm-hmm.
because I used to work in the food industry when I was younger, and that was probably like the worst. But it helped me deal with people,
Right.
especially angry people. Like I figured
And
out.
you know what I keep in mind with my business is that even though it is very frustrating, I'm selling something that is expensive and it's exciting, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep that in mind when people are being worrisome. I'm like, you know, if I spent $400 on something, I'm gonna be anxious about it too.
Right.
I ain't gonna stalk them and blow up their phone, but I'm gonna be anxious of getting it. So I try to keep that in mind. You know, they're just excited, you know what I'm saying? But it could be stressful, for real.
So what's your next goal with your business? Because I know you already touched 6 figures. I don't want to put your business out, but I know you already touched 6 figures, and I know you. What's the next?
So I'm always thinking of ideas to make my business bigger and better, and definitely my next goal is having a lab in here, so that way people can start doing same day, next day. You know, the turnaround time will be a lot quicker if I got people in the back making the grills.
Right.
So it does cost a pretty penny to get all of the supplies that's needed for that, but that's definitely what's in the works because I want people to be able to get their stuff quicker. It's definitely a good business opportunity for me if people are getting it next day because I'm gonna charge a fee.
Right.
So it's just all around. It would be better if everything was in house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what's a way? I think I know a way that you give back, but what's a way that you give back, like to others?
So one thing we definitely do every month is every time we get to 1,000 more followers on Instagram, we do a giveaway for a free grill. So we do, lately it's been every month that we get in higher and higher. So last month we hit 7K, and not last month, December we hit 7K and we gave away a free grill, and I'm about to hit 8K with 100 more followers, and we about to do another giveaway real soon.
Make sure y'all enter that. Make sure y'all enter that. Okay, now what about, you host classes? Do you still do classes?
So I don't do any classes or anything for the grills, but for teeth whitening and teeth gems, I do classes for that. So I don't want to do them too much because I'm not focusing on teaching everybody.
Right.
So I'm doing those very rarely, but I do one-on-one classes. So if somebody reach out to me for a one-on-one, then I do those as well. And I supply all the supplies and all of that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep.
Helping and teaching other people to make an income. And
right.
Hopefully they use it for that purpose. But
right.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right. I appreciate it. Wait, I got one more question.
Okay, what?
I got one more question. What is some advice you would give a new entrepreneur and one that's what's the advice you would give a new entrepreneur and somebody that has a business but can't grow?
Okay. So a new entrepreneur, I would definitely say to be original. Don't try to do something because you see somebody else is successful at it. Live your everyday life and get inspiration from everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Be passionate about what you're doing. Don't just be doing something just to make a profit. I mean, I know it is about the money because we need money to live a good life, but you're gonna live a happier life if you're passionate about what you're doing. So
passion over profit.
Yes.
Passion over profit.
Yes. A lot of people they just have hustles, but to have a real business, you need to be passionate about it because that's what's gonna make you want to keep going. Yeah. As far as people who already have a business, but it's what you say, it's not
growing.
It's not growing. So promotion, you have to invest in promotion. You can't just be, I see a lot of people on Facebook be like, oh, they only support the popular people. But I always say, well, what do you think they did to make themselves popular?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You have to put yourself in that position to get your business looked at. Whether you paying for promotion, whether you standing on the side of the road with a sign to come shop here, it costs to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, oh, people aren't supporting. You have to put your business out there. If you serious about it, then you will do it. And you're going to lose a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I done spent a lot of money trying to perfect what I'm doing. But you're going to make it back. You're going to make it back. So promote yourself and invest in yourself for sure.
Do you have now I like to end my videos with a quote. You got a quote you live by?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Work hard, stay humble.
Work hard, stay humble.
Yep.
Well, We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, this is Essence.
Hey.
Let the people know where they can find you at, Essence.
So y'all can find me at the Essential GRILLZ store at 3520 East Little Creek Road in Norfolk. Follow me on Instagram at Essential GRILLZ, and our phone number is 757-761-1993. And we take walk-ins. Y'all ain't got to call. You ain't got to make no appointment. Just come see us at Essential GRILLZ.
And they got great customer service. I love it in here.
Thank you. We pride ourselves on that.
Yeah, y'all amazing.
Thank you.
And again, we appreciate you. Thank you. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.